Alrighty. It's been a while since I've been made to play. I'm kind of excited for it though. Let's go. I I opened up my phone and I just immediately forgot what I was gonna do. Okay. As is what usually happens when I get my phone. Watch me test out Baldur's Gate 3's character creator. Hashtag Twitch livestream made to play gaming. Alright, and then to Discord. I love the background music for this game though. It's so nice and atmospheric. Okay. I think I got it. Yeah, I got everywhere I needed to go. Alright, are you all ready for this? I sure hope so. It's gonna be interesting. This is gonna be a weird one, because most character creators are kind of like, you don't have to start the game to do it, but this is one of the few that you actually have to, like, make it the whole thing for. Also, because there's no way to save your character beforehand, as far as I can tell. You kind of have to start the game with them, and then that's what they do with it. So we'll see how it goes. It shouldn't be too bad. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. So today we are going to be playing a little bit of Baldur's Gate, but not in the sense of actually playing the full game. We're going to be testing out its character creator. This is the series called Made to Play, where I basically go through a bunch of the games that I have in my library, and I test out their game character creators and see how well they can accurately make some of the characters that I have made over the years, and to see how well it can do so. I've always been really impressed by Baldur's Gate 3's character creator, not only mainly just because it is like the main thing you do in the game. Like, you create your character, and then you go on an adventure with them in Baldur's Gate, it's just a really cool idea. Like, it's actually probably one of the best games for the character creation process. because you can literally just make your own person with their own background, their own race, and level them up and get more powers, have them make decisions, and go through the entire world. So I played a little bit of Baldur's Gate on my own. I've gotten to Act 3 so far. And so just a little thing here to say here. There's going to be only some minor spoilers for Act 3 in terms of just at least the locations and maybe some of the characters, because I will have to show off some of it to be able to show you one of the current characters that I've made in doing so. The other character I have not made too much more progress into. I just got to the Underdark with him, and that's the one that's of me. But the first one I'm going to be showing off is Cassandra, because she's actually the one I've gotten the farthest with. If you've seen me on Backloggery or on that, or my progress on that game in there, you'll know that this is like the main campaign I've been doing with Ben, because I've been kind of playing a co-op with him for a while. So this Cassandra here is actually the main character I've been getting the furthest with since I've been playing it like off and on with him, and I get to kind of just show it off what she looks like so far. I think she looks pretty cool so far. So let's kind of get into that first. So multiple. So here's Cassandra on my monitor here, and here she is in the game as well too. So this little sketch is the one I made, and then the one to the right is how she looks in game. And you can see for sure the first difference is she has a really cool helmet. I mainly have put this on because I just like the look of the helmet on her. She's not really a helmet girl. She's more of a scouter girl, but it's still pretty cool. She takes it off for the cutscenes at least, so she still looks largely like her photo and everything here. But in this case, here actually I'm gonna actually move this game over a little bit so I can see it better. There you go. So you can kind of see here that she does have like the golden armor and the red armor here. I tried to make it as much as I could, close as I could to it, but this is basically like one of the best armors for her in the game. So it's kind of hard to find the revealing armor like I have it in here. But she is pretty close to what she looks like though, because she does have her shield, and instead of her sword, like a beaming sword, she actually has a mace, which the main reason why I have her have the mace right now in the game is just because she, this is like the thing that gives the Lathander's light. It's, oh, hold on. that's my reminder. I think it's good actually. Oh yeah, I do need to clean that tonight. I will do that after stream. Actually, I'm gonna remind myself now, while I don't have too much traffic going on, to do that later. Sort. Here we go. Sort laundry. Today. At, I'm gonna say, probably close at midnight when we're gonna be done with this. So that's good. Okay. But yeah. So I have this on here because I think this is like Lathander's light or something, and it's like the main mace that has like a sunbeam attached to it. So I thought that was, and it has like holy power coming from it. So I thought that was really cool for her. So I kind of kept it on her for a while. Other than that, everything else is kind of basically as close as she could get to her. I'll take off the helmet and everything so you guys can see what her face and everything looks like here. Here, let's see. Yeah, see, currently I'm level 12 under the Oath of Devotion. I figured that was the best bet for her. All right, that was her campsite look. Which actually we can go through that too, because that's kind of... I do like how she looks in her campsite gear too. She has like a little like fancy kind of looking stuff. Which she's kind of actually not... She doesn't really wear fancy clothes too much, but I figured that this looked really good on her, so I was just like, I'll have her wear it. But yeah, this is what she looks like. She's normally not this bloodied, but this is what she looks like. Yeah, she has she still I managed to get the hair basically on point. I think her facial features and everything, it's kind of basically on point. If anything, I could have maybe have her have a stronger jaw, but I think she's kind of good at how she is. I definitely gave her figure. And that's pretty good, yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, hold on. Let me, before I like accidentally show nudity, let me just make sure that that game setting is turned off. Because I know that that's a thing in here. Gameplay maybe? Because I remember doing it before when I was about to do this before, but I don't remember if I turned it back on after I did so. Somewhere in here. No, probably, I think it would be under accessibility. There it is, show genitals. Okay, it is off. Show sexual violence scenes, show private moments. Okay. I have those off at the moment just in case, yeah, so that's good. That was like the main thing I was concerned about. Let me also, just before I bring the screen back up again, let me make sure that it's not going to show any of that. If I do end up taking your clothes off. Okay, yeah, this is fine to show off. This is just her in her underwear. That's good. Okay. So yeah, this is. I mainly did this just because I wanted to show off the bod as much as I could. So as you can see, again, like I said, she's got the muscular kind of tone to her. I think it works pretty well for her, to be fair. Also, god damn. God damn. But yeah, they make some pretty good looking characters in this game, not gonna lie. I think it put her in a good light though, for sure. There you go. Okay. So yeah, so that's Cassandra, and as I did like how she kind of came out in this one. I like her thing in the game so far too, because I am legitimately just kind of playing as her, and I'm making every decision as she would make it. So far we're doing pretty good. There was one time I remember where we had to do something in the game for experience, and she accidentally broke her oath during it because it was kind of an evil thing to do. So she was oath breaker for like at least a good couple of minutes before I paid my way out to get my oath back. So, but other than that, she's been basically on her path for a good while again. It was an interesting thing to see that happen though in the game. It was quite interesting. Okay, so now I'm going to pop over to my other game file where I have me. Delete. No. Please don't. Please don't. Need that save. There you go. We can hide Cassandra here. And actually, I think we can make... Was it the bigger webcam? Yeah, I can put the bigger webcam up for this one. Since this is going to be showing off me. You get to compare me into the me in the game. I haven't made Zooka yet, but she's probably going to be the first one I make in this one. All right, hold on. That's right. I forgot. Everyone is dead. Exit. And I am in turn-based mode still. Okay, good. So I forgot about that. Yeah, I went through quite the scuffle in my last playthrough. Um, couple characters got really low on health. Will died. It was quite tragic, actually. I think that's why we're now in the process of just trying to revive his corpse. So hopefully we can get that done. But we're not worrying about that right now. We're worrying about me. Hi. All right, so this is me in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Boop. This is what I look like. I have a sorcerer for my character. As you can see, I got to level 4, and we're kind of still making our way through it. Mainly, the main thing I was doing with my playthrough is I wanted to make myself a lightning sorcerer. So I was going through and just getting all the upgrades I could for lightning and or anything that was electric based. And I was just kind of putting that into effect. So I have that going on, and I put the blue and gold look on, so that's why a lot of my stuff looks like that. I wanted to kind of make it more blue, but once I get the dye for it, I'll actually start making it kind of closer to that look. But yeah, I like the armor and everything too, and the staff I have. It's pretty cool so far. And then my camp clothes look like these. And there I am. Yeah, so the hair is kind of basically on point as much as it can be. The main thing that might not be completely accurate is the fact that this spot is a little bit more up on the one side. But I do like it though. It's pretty cool. I think I'm obviously a lot more built than I probably should be. But I can't really help that. I think this is just the body type that they gave me for in the game. I think that's probably the only thing I can knock the game for so far is it doesn't really have a lot in terms of body types. And I kind of understand why. I think they have to make the body types work in the cutscenes and in all the other cutscenes that they have them in. The main thing you might be able to do is just muscle definition, and like age. But other than that, I think the body types usually kind of are staying pretty consistent throughout the whole game. But I think it made me decently well. I can't really zoom in too well on my face, but I tried to kind of make it as close to my face as I could. I still have not acquired glasses. I don't know if you can in the game, but I would like to learn how to, because that would be very nice to put on my face. But then again, I think it would go over my head wear, because that's something to kind of think about. But yeah, that's at least me in the game. I like how it came out though so far. Those are at least the characters I've already made. I thought for sure that I made Dre at one point in my other campaign, but maybe I thought maybe that was like a. I think we were thinking about starting that game, but we never actually fully went through all the way with it, because I didn't see any save files for it, so there was probably saved on. It was probably a thing on their end that we tried for a while and then we stopped. But those are the main two games that I've been playing so far in the game here. Now, let's go make some new people, shall we? Oops. Okay. So the first one I'm going to try to make here is Zooka. There she is. Shoop. On. Yeah, I'm not gonna play on the road. I'm just gonna stick balance, I think, for these types of games. Unless I really want to do a harder style for some of the games, I might try to fit them to that. Because I think I can always change it. All right. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Yeah. Don't reset. Okay. Yeah, I've already gone through it, so I've done this before. So let's make Zooka. How well? I'll say you can see this pretty well, actually. Yeah. Actually, what I might do instead, because this might be a lot of information. Whoops. Zooka. Where are you? There you are. Put you right there. Put you right there. There you go. I think this will be a little bit better. That way we can kind of see a little bit more things of what I'm trying to pick. Okay. Alright, body type. Yeah, so as you can see, they basically... The body types are very, very limited. They only have 4 main ones, and it's basically either average female, average male, buff female, buff male. So there's not really a whole lot that you can do with it, so I'm just gonna stick with this one. And then we're gonna make them... She's going to be a human. Yeah, we're gonna stick to them being a human. What's a good class for Zooka? Oh boy. She's kind of more of a... I would say she's kind of more of a ranger, because she's like a range-based type of person. I'll have to see how well that works with her, because I was thinking either that or I might make her some kind of magic person. But she is kind of actually more on the ranger side, because she usually uses her Zooka for everything. But if she didn't use her Zooka, she probably would use a bow. So this is probably good. Favorite enemy? Oh boy, forgot about this. So set abilities that require... Okay. Bounty hunter. Gain proficiency. Actually, can I make the menus a little bit bigger, because I cannot read anything because of how small it is. Usually if it's the normal size, I can read it pretty fine, but here it's just like, oh god. Is it... Oh wait, interface? Also, I hope you guys like hearing this song. Because we are going to hear it quite a lot. Good boy. The river. Damn it, I don't remember where it is. I thought it was there. I thought it was here, under interface. There's book text size, but I don't think that's gonna help me. Help me read that at least better. Huh. Really? Upscaling? No, it wouldn't be that. Texture filtering? No. Huh. I thought so. I was wrong. Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna have to deal with squinting at the text. Okay. Grants use have abilities useful variety. So, proficiency to creatures with ensnaring strike. Other planes of existence. Have a history of battling spellcasters. Ooh. You've sworn to serve crown, seek bring foes to ruin. You swore to hunt the enemies of a holy or druidic order. Huh. That's not a bad idea either. Because, like, the main thing about her story is, you know, she is someone who is hunting down the creatures that are so specifically, like just bad people. Probably Bounty Hunter might be the best one. I also get Beast Tamer with it, too. Cool. Actually, Keeper of the Void might be nice, too. Because she likes to, yeah, to take care of things that are technically, I guess, otherworldly. I guess you could say that. I think that's fine, actually. Keeper of the Void is fine. All right, Natural Explorer. If years of traveling in the wild, you may have particularly attuned the beasts and are adept with surviving in certain environments. I would say she's more of an urban tracker. She's definitely been more on the urban side. Okay. And her background. I would say she started up as... I would say she's kind of been training to be a soldier, because that's kind of what I was thinking, is she has a little bit of... a history with, like, learning how to use her weapon and such, so I think that's good. It's Outlander. In the wilds. Oh, yeah. Folk Hero is a nice one, too. Charlatan? Oh, an expert in manipulation. Nah, she is a soldier, I would say. Okay. She is also kind of an entertainer, but I didn't want to make that her, like, main background. Okay. So based on the things, high dex, high wisdom, yeah. I definitely think high dex is good for her, yeah. And high wisdom is good for her too. Intelligence at 8 is kind of funny though. Gonna say, intelligence at 8 is kind of funny. She's actually a lot more charismatic though, so I'm actually gonna lower her strength a bit. Get her charisma up. And she's not really like hardy too much too. So I'm gonna say her constitution's down a little bit too to help make maybe put her to 10, so that way she has like above average intelligence. I kinda like that better at least. Obviously I don't think she's gonna use strength too much for stuff. So we can put that into charisma, and then I guess a little bit of constitution doesn't help, but it doesn't hurt, so that should be good. And then skill proficiencies with athletics, sleight of hand, stealth, arcana, nature, teleportation, perception, intimidation, persuasion. That seems good. Okay. Alright, now let's add her appearance. Okay. I have a feeling this one's going to actually take a little bit longer than usual because of all the things you have to do for it. Hello? Where did my frame rate go? Oh. Is it good? Oh, maybe it's just choppy on my end. I think it should be fine on this stream. It's just I was just looking over and I just saw like So much shopping is going on. Okay. Anyway, so buy type's good. Voice.
Where to next?
What was
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Hells?
Be wary. This place is trapped.
It's open.
More of those wretched things.
There's magic.
Where to next? What was that? Let's hope the locals are friendly. Be wary. It's opened.
More of those wretched things.
There's magic keeping this chest sealed.
What was... Let's hope the locals are friendly.
I like this one. Okay. I like that face so far. I think that was the other thing I remember too, is that there's not really too much you can change with the face. They have like a couple predetermined. Again, I understand why you can't change the facial things too much, because your character is very expressive in this game in some of the cutscenes, so you kind of have to have them have some of the basic looks of them. Kind of like this one. Oh, hold on. Alright, skin color. White as can possibly be. No scars. No maturity. No freckles. Oh yeah, the pigmentation. I forgot about that too. You can actually have them have the pigmentation too, which is interesting. Okay. So I got that. And then body art. Actually, for sure I want to do the hair. So let me get the hair done first. She is bald. Let's see if they have a good ponytail. This is everything right now. Oh, ponytail. They have one. Scusi. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that's kind of nice. They got the the Dawn look. See, when I was trying to make Dawn's hair before, this is kind of what I was thinking. Was something kind of like that, where it's like half shaven and then draped over the one side. So it's good to know they have the Dawn style. Oh, that's a big ponytail. That's a thicken. Ooh, there you go. That's better. We're getting there. I like the messy looks too. The messy ones are cool. Ooh. Oh. 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 Ooh. Maybe Victoria? We're getting toward Victoria levels right there with that one. That's kind of closer, actually. Actually, this is more closer to Victoria, especially with the thing in the front. That's Twin Tails, right? Yeah, it's the Twin Tails in the back. Must look through all the hairstyles. They do have a decent amount, actually. Especially for, like, even different races and stuff, too. It's actually kind of nice. It's kind of nice seeing actually what they have. I also imagine they have to have a good amount of these too, because they probably use a lot of these for the background characters. I think now, oh yeah, I think now we're starting to get into the boy hairstyles, right? Because that's usually kind of what they do. Ooh, you know, that's kind of close, actually. I think I saw a better ponytail before, but that one's not too bad either. Yeah, I think the one I saw before was on the right side here. It wasn't this one. This one. I think that's probably honestly the closest we're gonna get. Because I thought it was either this one or it was the one that had, like, you know, the things in front. But I kind of like how long that one goes down, so. Give her that blue. Give her that blue. Okay, so this is the bluest you can get, sadly. This is sadly the bluest it can get. It can't get any deeper, at least. But that's cool. That's still good. Just stopping by to tell you, don't play as Victoria without me. Don't worry. I'm not actually, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm not actually playing Baldur's Gate today. I'm just testing out the character creator. So I'm going to be like I'll at least start up the character of her, but I'm not gonna like go too far into it, obviously. I'll still let you make the character in it. Or Crystal or Danny. Yeah, no, I'm making Zooka first, so we still got a little bit of waste before we get to Victoria, but she might be the next one I do, because I do like to use her too. Let's see. Oh, this is highlights. Okay, we don't need this. We do not need this. Let's just make them blue as well. Yep, there we go. Graying, that one. Yep. Oh wait, that one. Yep. Blue. Much blue. Still pretty good though. Okay, so that is her hair. I don't think you need any body art actually, right? Yeah, no, you don't really have body markings on you, so you're good on that. Yeah, this is a good, I would say too, yeah, Pansy, this is a good Jessica ponytail. The main thing it's missing is the little bang in the top part, but it's still pretty good for Jessica even. Jessica would be fun to play as in this game. Play as the bard. Have her romance everyone. And I do mean everyone. Okay. Yeah, usually I try to make her eyes black if I don't have a good eye color for her, or I also go to blue. So we can do that for her too. Okay, we don't need any makeup. Yeah, no makeup. That's fine. Jessica fucks the entire village. Everyone. Even the NPCs. If they are romanceable and I can take them to bed with me, I will do so. Okay, no facial hair needed either. So I think that's basically, yeah. So the actual character creation process, I feel like, is going to be fairly straightforward. Because, again, they don't have a lot of different faces, and they don't have a lot of hair options. Well, they have a lot of hair options, at least, to kind of help diversify that. But they don't have a lot of body type or facial options to change them. So they're going to be kind of pretty standard for a lot of what they need to do. But that is Zooka, everyone. Or at least as close as I can get her to being Zooka. My level 1 ranger. I think, yeah, honestly, the longest part of the character creation process, I feel like, is actually just deciding what what type of character they're going to be, like, stat wise. That's really, I think, where a lot of the chunk of it's going to go into.
You need a guardian.
All right. Fuck, I forgot about the guardian. Ah, shoot, dude. Because I think that's what I did, actually. I remember doing for my first playthrough is I did Zooka as my guardian. So she was the one that was, like, watching over me. So I guess it's only fitting that I am her guardian, right? I think it's only fitting that I'm the guardian. So let's just remake me real quickly.
Remarkable. Good luck. Follow your instincts. Don't be afraid.
Alright, I've done this once before, so I can kind of basically, I think, speed run it. Let's see. I think this might have been the face I picked. Get rid of the facial hair first and foremost. There we go. Eyes, blue, that's good. Makeup is fine. Hair, I need to change. It's blue. It's got... Actually, I remember doing this before. Yeah, the graying is actually fine for it, but the highlights, maybe I can make them brown to kind of show that they're... all of my old thing is in there. Okay. Where is my hair? God damn. They got some really cool looking hair in this game, by the way. I think that's actually the other thing too. The hair picking is actually probably going to be the hardest part. This is actually kind of close. This is closer? This is actually kind of closer now I think about it. I know the one I had for me before was, I think, different. That's almost there. That's almost there. If it like goes over the face a little bit, then it's like good. But I only need it going like halfway over, you know? You look really cute right there. We're almost there. Oh, I think this is the one actually. Yeah. If I remember right, I'm pretty sure this is the one I picked for my other character too. So yeah, that's it. That's it right there. I wish I had this much hair. Wish I did, dude. Okay. Yep, that's me. I kind of forget if I name them too. I am human, right? Yes, I am human. Okay. No, I don't. It looks like that's right. I think they're just known as the Guardian. Okay. Fuck, I forgot I had to do that for like everyone. Who am I gonna make the Guardian for everyone? That's gonna be interesting. I could make, you know what? I could actually do that. I could make a Syria like the one for Victoria. That could be interesting. Or if I, what if I make it her mum? Should I? Okay, yeah. We don't have to watch the beginning cutscene. Mostly because I'm pretty sure it goes into the thing with my character anyways here. Yeah. She is being awoken. I just kind of want to see her rise from it. See how she looks in game. Where am I? Autosave successful. Okay. We're going to save. We're going to save for real. Zooka. Yes. New save, please. Call it Zooka's Grand Adventure. Alright, this will be great. Alright. Not going to worry about that anymore. Let's make a new character. Let's make a new character. I think we're going to try to make Victoria next. And I'm fairly certain that I can have other characters. I don't, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I don't think the other player needs to be in the game if the character creation process is going on. Like, to have two characters going on. Oh crap, I forgot about my Duolingo. Duo is yelling at me. Hold on, give me 1 second as I figure this out. I'm gonna put her up on the screen though, so just so she's there. All right, let me see. Baldur's Gate multiplayer from single player game. Curious. Do your Japanese lessons, Corey. Don't worry, I will. I need to figure this out first. Okay. So it looks like that's how it works. Yeah. So players who join the game after the game has started may only create a custom character. Okay, so you still create a custom character to do it. So even if I create Victoria now, you can still join in and make your own character when the time comes. So that's not gonna affect anything. It looks like. So that should be good. I am gonna actually do that real quickly. You guys get to see my Duo. Duo is very mad at me, and I know if I go till midnight tonight, he's gonna be very much more mad at me. So give me a second. I'm just gonna do this real quickly. Thankfully, the next one is actually pretty easy. It's one of the listening ones.
Welcome to Falstaff's Guide to Humans, where I explore the strange world of humans.
You guys get to listen to this too. It's gonna be fun.
Before we begin, here are some words you should know.
2階
Nikai is second floor.
1階
Ikai is first.
トレーニング
Today.
いつ
So, what time?
I'm Falstaff, and today I overheard two humans planning their schedule.
こんにちはカイさん
こんにちは、ナオミさん。トレーニングは何時からですか？
今日のトレーニングは11時からです今日のトレーニングは11時からです
Yes. To start at 11 o'clock.
トレーニングは1回ですね。
Mm-hmm.
トレーニングは1回ですね。
Those two.
はい1階です昼休みは1時からですね
はい、そして2回で会いましょう。
わかりました
わかり
よろ
ました。
しくお願いします
よろしくお願いします。
I think they said it upstairs. Yeah.
Humans sure love schedules. When you're a bear, there's no 11 o'clock or lunchtime.
You got it wrong. I'm
Just whenever
disappointed.
you're hungry.
No, you didn't hear any of the wrong sounds from that.
Thanks for listening to Falstaff's Guide to Humans. Until next time.
I still passed the lesson though, so it's all good. Trust me, I'm learning. I just at least wanted to get it done before Duo got mad at me and broke into my house and kidnapped all I love. Yeah, 436. And we got our French streak for 25 now, Pansy. Let's go. Don't worry, you can always count on me to keep our French streak going. As you can clearly see. I just forgot about it until today. So I definitely needed to do it right then. I know I got pushed down to Ruby Lake. I don't do as many as I used to. So I usually try to keep it to one a day if I can help it, but I am at least trying to. So let's see what we got now. All right, made to play. All right, new game, balanced. Actually, you'd probably want to do balance, right, Pansy? Because balance just means there's a little bit of challenge. We can always lower it down if we need to, anyways. Victoria. Actually, that's right. Victoria needs to kind of go up here. Put her right up there. Don't. I'm starting to catch up with you on Duolingo, Corey. Yeah, I had a feeling that you would eventually catch up to me. You're probably taking it a lot more seriously than I am, at least. I do want to get more into it, though. I haven't found a good time to just hammer down a bunch of lessons in a row. I've been busy with a lot of other things, as I usually am. Victoria, everyone. We're gonna make her. I don't think she doesn't need. Yeah, she's not gonna be big, muscular woman. Sadly, she's going to have to be thin for this one because there's no way to make her fat. There's no way to make her big. This is the only bigness I can do for her is by giving her muscles, which is not like her. So we need everything else. So she is an elf. Actually, technically, she's a half elf. Yeah, because her dad would be the human. Yeah, it is sad. That's the main thing I will dock points for with Baldur's Gate is it does not have all the different body types that you could really have for adventurers. They all have to be in some fit, I guess, in some way fit. Okay, so sub race, high half elf for sure. Okay. Let's see, high elf. You may change the cantrip by changing another one from the wizard panel. Okay, so this is just because this is her cantrip that she learned because she was a high elf. It's got to be something like medical based, because that's like her whole thing is she's going to be a cleric. Mage hand's always useful. Friends! There you go. Friends is a good one. Become friends with me. Maybe even light would be a nice one to have. Actually, yeah, because she's not very, well, no, she's not very charismatic. But she does, I think she would use the mage hand more. Alright, we're going to make you a cleric. And say hello to all these spells. Okay. So these are the cantrips she knows, okay. No playing as Abigail without me either. Abigail would be a cool one to play too. Cassandra's the only one I have done without you, Pansy, and that's because I was doing it with Ben. But the Cassandra playthrough has been pretty fun so far. Abigail would be a cool one to do too. I like how I'm cock-blocked from playing a lot of games without Pansy. With so many characters. Blade Ward, Bursting Sinew. Guidance would be kind of nice to have, yeah. Light, Produce Flame. Resistance is good. Sacred Flame, Thaumaturgy. Intimidation and performance checks. Ah. Maybe not Sacred Flame then. Maybe have it be light? Oh no, Blade Ward actually would be better. Because that's a protective spell. Yeah, so give me Blade Ward. I'm fine with that. I can't fuck Cassandra anyway. That's fair. She's raw dogging it right now with Karlak anyway, so it's all good. I need my girls, Corey. I love them all. Yeah, I do have many girls, and a lot of them are very nice. She is of the Death Domain. The next one. The Life Domain, I think, is probably going to be my main one. Yeah, the holy illicit of preserving the body, mind, and soul. Your god grants you a plethora of healing magics. Of course, that is perfect for me. Thank you. My deity. My deity. What they gonna be? Saloon's always a nice one to start off with. What's here? The Blind God. Lathander, I think is a good one because Lathander's like light and stuff, right? The god of the dawn and spring, birth and beginnings. Both new adventures and new life. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. I like that one. Growth and renewal, despise the undead. Embrace growth and renewal. I think that's actually probably going to be it. Lathander, I think, is probably going to be the main domain. That's war. That's blind. The Century Among Gods. Mother of Magic. God Inspiration. Sharing Knowledge. Okay. Just gonna look through all of them a little bit. Dwarven God. Or are the elves? The elven one's always a nice one to kind of start off with too, but I think she would probably follow Lathander, just by what they do. Ooh, yeah, Yandala, the mother of the the halfling pantheon. Okay. Or probably protect home, hearth, and nature. That's probably better for a druid, to be fair. God of War. Okay. Part of the Nine Hells. Great. Okay. Beauty, Song, and Freedom. Ooh. That might be the one that Jessica would go for. Song of Dawn and Spring. That's right. That's the one I looked at already. It's the uncaring and destructive force of nature. That sounds great. Gambling. Yeah. And that's the one of the forest. Okay, Lathander it is. Lathander it is. The background, she is going to be probably from a noble background, I would imagine. Or sage, actually. Yeah, you are curious and well-read as the unending thirst for knowledge. Yeah, no, she is kind of like that. This is actually more towards Abigail, but she does have the same kind of thing toward her, too. She is still a very curious individual by herself as well, too. She technically came from a noble background, though, too. Arcana history, insight of religion. I could also see Acolyte being a good one for her too. I think Sage is probably better for her though. But I do know Bandy. I am behind on role plays. I will get to them tonight. All right. Why is her strength that much? Okay. Let me just actually, can I clear it? Okay, so that's the basic that they can all be. Oh yeah, because I think she has a little bit of strength because she's a half elf. I think that might be what it is. I think the half elf DNA is giving her a little bit of strength. Yeah, wisdom, it looks like it says is my most important ability because that's what. Yeah, because that's what all my spells use is my is my wisdom. I thought I would have used my intelligence, to be fair. Yeah, it improves spellcasting for clerics, druids, and rangers. Yeah, if she was she's gonna have high intelligence too, but wisdom is something that she's gonna have a lot of too. I'll put it at 14. I think I'll keep her strength very low. Her strength and dexterity are going to be low. Her charisma, I feel like she's actually going to have like a decent amount. She's not going to be like completely inept with it, obviously, because she still has to like, you know, be charming enough to like approach people and be like, do you need help? And then intelligence is going to be high too. I think everything else can kind of stay low. It's kind of ironic too for the cleric to have low constitution too. I think maybe keeping her at 10 is good. It does feel kind of bad to put her at low strength and dex, but she's not very good at those, so I kind of want that to be like her main thing. I'll put those up by 2. I'll put this one up by 2 more. Oh, we actually have a lot to use because we put strength and dexterity down that much. Maybe I can put this up by 1. Oh. Okay, there, I can do that, actually. I can do that to charisma or actually intelligence would probably be better. Or I could feed it into constitution. No, actually she doesn't have, now that I think about it, she doesn't have a lot of constitution either. There we go. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Because she's like, because how I'm making her is she's like super weak, but damn is she good at everything else. Damn is she good at everything else, though. That's kind of funny, though. Okay. Skill proficiencies in Arcana, Religion, Medicine, and History. That all sounds pretty good. Alright, now let's get her appearance.
Where to next?
Let's hope.
Hells. Something just woke up down here. Be wary. This place is trapped. It's opened.
More.
There's magic keeping this chest sealed. Where to next?
Let's hope the locals are friendly. Be wary.
It's open.
More of those wretched things.
I think 2 is fine. Big brain, small muscle. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty good. Yeah, I like that face the most, I think, for her. Pale as can be. Alright, no scars. No freckles, no things of that. Okay. Eyes. She has teal eyes. Excuse me, did I say elf gold? Elf gold. Okay. That's actually what it's called. Do we have elf teal? Elf winter? Ooh. That's kind of close, actually. Yeah, that's it, I think, right there. Elf winter, dude. I love that, actually. Makeup. She's going to have a little bit of makeup. She's not going to have a whole lot, but she will have some. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. That's good. Okay. Hair. Black hair. Highlights. I can make them purple. Yeah. Okay, this game is now a 10 out of 10. Oh, man. Okay. I gotta find her hair now. I saw things before that were pretty freaking close, but not exactly. I also am not sure what it looks like with the purple tint, but I'm very curious to find out, because, oh my god, that actually looks super cool together. Like, look at that stuff, dude. That's some cool looking hair. Even just that. Dude, they went off on the hair in this game. Look at that. That's actually a really cool look. I love like the color in front and then the rest of it black. Oh yeah, this is the one I first thought about. It's kind of close actually. At least the curl of the hair it is. But I saw one later on that looked better. This one kind of caught my attention too. But I think this is the one I was like, nah, this is her. Yeah, this is pretty close actually. It's more purple than I would like it to be, but it's pretty close. Let me see if I can find another good one. Ha! That's kind of cool, having just half of it be that color. That's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think that one I saw before was basically it. This is the closest we're going to get to it. Again, it's just a little bit more black. It's a little bit more purple than I would have liked it to be. But I like it. Oh wait, highlight intensity. There you go. I think I like it better when it's a little less intense. There she is, dude. That's at least as close as we're going to get to her. Because, like I said, we can't do much about the body. We can get the hair and the face basically right close to it, though. Everything else will have to come later. That's going to be an exciting playthrough, though. I'm looking forward to that one for sure. All right, now for the fun part, we have to figure out who her guardian is going to be. Victoria. Look at how they massacred my girl. Yeah. It is what it is, dude.
You need a guardian. Choose one.
Who the hell is her guardian gonna be, dude? I could try to make it Syria. I thought making it her mom would be funny. But I'm not sure if that's something that we should actually do for the playthrough. Because this is gonna basically be like the other main character that goes along with them in their thing that acts as a guardian spirit. What do you think, Bansi? I think it would be funny if it was Becky, but I'm not entirely sure if I want to go that route or not. I could make it Syria as well too, because I feel like that would be somewhat fitting. Also, now I think about it, remembering what I remembered in the campaign so far, this is technically another character that kind of fell into another dimension that kind of acts as your guardian, though. But either way, I don't know. I think it'd be funny. I think it'd be kind of funny if it was if it was Becky.
Remarkable.
Good luck.
Follow your instincts. Don't be afraid.
All right, now I'm trying to remember. I'm like to say I'm pretty sure she got her eye color from her mom. Just gonna make sure with it. Because I remember writing it down. Yeah. Yeah, she's the one with the teal eyes. So, Elf Winter? Yeah, there it is. Alright. Now, where's your hair again? Because we're basically just doing the same thing, but it's yellow. Here it is. Very silver. I don't know where they're getting yellow from, but that's very much not blonde. This is... Nah, this one looks better, actually. Oh, there you go. You just make it yellow. Oh god, it's very yellow, actually. Then again, I don't know. I kind of actually like it a little bit more muted. Trying to think of how it looks in my mind, and I'm like, to imbue that same color. That's fine. This is fine. Becky. I like it though. I think it's gonna be fun. Okay. Venture forth. All right. So overall, I would say again, the character-wise overall, they do put Victoria in a pretty good light. The body type is the only thing that's gonna like bother me the whole playthrough about it, but it is basically her. Alright, save. New save. Pansy and Victoria. There you go. And then we should have it, yeah, because I have Zooka's game there, and then I have this one here. Cool. Alright, main menu. Let's start a new character. Oh, boy. Alright, hold on. Before I get into this, I'm going to use the bathroom real quickly. So I will be right back. I'm back. Whoop. Okay, so let's see. I was thinking as I was out and doing things, I could easily make Jessica real quickly. But the other thing I was thinking of is I was wondering if I should just try to make the other people that were on my list for this game, because I do have many of them here to do. Yeah, because Jessica's definitely on that list too. I did say I wanted Xavier technically to be my ranger at one point, but I think actually Zooka being it would be better. I can probably do him later if I really wanted to. But I think the next one I want to try to make is, I think I want to try to make Jessica. Because I can easily do Jessica. I can already picture everything that I'm going to put down for her in my mind. Plus, we got to make the party girl. Yeah, no? We got to do it. Where's Jessica? Okay, but where's she at though? Oh wait, Primarch, I think is where I put it. Yeah, there she is. Okay. Put her right up there. Don't reset. Okay. Alright, so this one's going to go by pretty quickly. I know for sure that she is a human. She is going to be a bard. She's going to be... The bard playthrough is going to be very fun. I'm actually really looking forward to that one. Everyone's favorite slut. Indeed. What should she start with? Vicious Mockery is a good one. Friends is also a good one. Dancing Lights is also a really good one. And again, Dancing Lights doesn't mean that dances around her, that she's dancing with the lights. It's just the lights are dancing around people. But I also do like it, just in general. Vicious Mockery is always a funny thing. It's basically just a book of insults. Although she's not really the insulting type at the same time. So maybe Friends and Dancing Lights would probably be the best one. I could see her doing that. She knows how to get along with a lot of people, even if it is through magical means. Okay. Animal Friendship's good. Bane. Charm Person. Yeah. Yeah? Charm Person? Yeah? Disguise Self. Ooh, that's a good one. Dissonant Whispers. That's kind of cool. Fairy Fire. I do like Fairy Fire. Featherfall is useful. I'm not sure if she would take it, though. Word. Heroism. Longstrider. Sleep. Everyone go to sleep. Speak with animals would be kind of cool to have. Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Tasha's Hideous Laughter I like as well, too. I like the idea of Jessica being a wielder in this game where she doesn't necessarily fight her enemies with, like, swords and weapons. She just kind of, like, either puts them into a stupor or, like, convinces them to not fight her. So anything that helps her with that, I think, is a good call. So sleep actually would be really good then. Oh, convince a beast not to attack you. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, I think any of the social skills she's basically going to be definitely using. Oh boy. Hand drum? Lute's classic, dude. The lute's a classic instrument, but I also like the idea of the hand drum. Because she brings the beats. She brings the beats. I mean, she's usually a DJ, so... In this case, I think I'd like her to make her own songs, though. So... maybe just sticking with a loop might be best. And again, I don't know. I like the hand drum idea, too. Just beating on the drum. She just carries it with her drum and her voice. She's an entertainer. Alright, yep. No strength. Actually decently high dex, yeah, for sure. Constitution, probably also decently high too. Yeah, I'd imagine. Her charisma's got to be around 17 for sure. Intelligence, memory and mental power, and then senses and intuition. I would actually say that she probably has more wisdom than she does intelligence. So these two scores are actually going to be flipped. Other than that, I think you kind of nailed it down pretty well. Yeah. I kind of like the rest of it, actually. I especially kind of like the idea of her having high dex because she is kind of a little bit of an athlete. So that's pretty good for her. I think that's good. Now let's edit her appearance. Oh wait, skill proficiencies. Acrobatics is fine. I would say as long as performance is on there. Yeah, stealth, deception, intimidation, persuasion. Yes. I believe all of those are good ones to have because, yeah. Stealth, I'm not sure about. It actually would be better for her to have insight, I feel like. Because she's kind of like a person who likes to read people. Yeah, I think I like that more. Because that way it makes it so she can read people's lies while also being pretty deceptive herself. Yeah, she's definitely going to have high charisma, though, for all that. Definitely. Definitely. Now I think about it, actually, what's insight's a wisdom thing, right? Yeah, so that makes sense for her. Okay, that's fine. Edit. Okay. Voice 2? No.
Let's hope.
Health.
It's opened.
I'll do voice 8.
Wonder what's back there.
Gotta figure out what she looks like. Again, getting the hair done and over with first is gonna help me figure out the face better. It's usually kind of how I do it. To be fair, actually, I kind of like this face for her too. Where's the big ponytail I saw before? There it is. Yep. Alright, let's make it that bubblegum pink. Ooh. Okay. That's kind of close. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, that's it. That's the color. That's the color. And then, yeah, that's fine. And, okay. So now let's get her face. I think I definitely like this one the most. All right. She technically has body art, but she doesn't have facial art. I forgot I can give her piercings. That is kind of cool, though. That's actually pretty good for some of the characters who do have piercings. Actually, no. Now that I think about it, Jessica has earrings, doesn't she? Don't she? Don't she? Don't she have some earrings, though? I thought I remember getting one. Yeah, no, she has ear piercings. She definitely does. What they look like? That's a good question. I'm glad you asked. Probably honestly just those. Bard rings. That's what she is. No, I think I'm gonna go with the these ones here. Yellow. Where is Yellow? She has very unique eyes. I want them to show off. Ew. Demonic Yellow. That is pretty cool though. Not gonna lie. Kinda cool. She doesn't have that though. This is pretty cool though. Yeah, I think that's it right there. Okay. Okay. Makeup. She do be having makeup on though. Oh my god. I do like the kind of makeup they have in this game though too. It actually kind of helps make it pop a bit more too. A little bit of eyeshadow. Yeah. Kind of like that on her. That's good. No facial hair. Yeah. That's Jessica, dude. That's Jessica if I ever seen her. Oh boy. Okay, and she is, yep, she is a human bard. Alright, proceed. What the hell is her, what the hell is her, her guardian gonna be, dude? I have no idea.
You need a guardian. Choose one.
I need one though, dude. Dude, I have no idea. I have no idea what to make the guardian. I kind of almost like the idea of making it some kind of demon though. Because I'm seeing the tieflings and I'm like, ooh. Yeah, I have no like specific character in mind for her guardian. I honestly have no idea. I am kind of thinking though, I like the idea of it being a tiefling. It's either that or I make it Syria, which I'm not sure. It could be kind of nice actually to make it Syria. Or at least a human version. I like that one for her. You know what's funny about the girl of Syria is I have a general idea what she looks like, but she is very much like just like a girl of light, so she's gonna kind of have that aura to her. She is definitely gonna have long hair though. It's not gonna be curly, but it's gonna be long. Sure. Just got back. Who's this character again? I'm just gonna make Syria for her guardian. It's just I think it's just easier for me. Let's see what kind of cool body art I can maybe put on her. Because I like the idea of her having some kind of like thing to show that she's like a spiritual deity. Ooh, that's kind of cool actually. I already like this character. And she's basically the goddess of the world. Hey, look, it's Deadpool. And then that's, what's it called? The other one. Ghost? No, it's not Ghost. I think it was actually the Ghost or something like that. Or there's some other name for that one. I can't remember. You got rid of the blue lipstick, never mind. Yeah, it wasn't really a part of her. I am decorating her face though, so I'm thinking about something for that. Because I like the idea of her having something that shows off her like holiness. Ooh, that's interesting. Ooh, the ivy. The ivy looks kind of cool because it's like her being rooted. I'm thinking the ones I like the most so far is I actually kind of really like this one. But maybe make it golden instead. Not that golden. Or actually, you know what? Yeah, make it that golden, but a little bit more subtle. Maybe not. The underlining is the thing that's kind of killing it for me. Remind me, are we doing the collab stream tomorrow or Friday? We're doing a Friday morning. It's kind of what I think I decided on. Or actually just making it white I think would be better. I kind of like that one. This is kind of a cool one too, actually. I'm thinking a lot about this one because this is like the one I'm going to be seeing for the rest of the playthrough, you know? So it's like I want it to look good. I think I like this one the most. It's kind of like makes her look kind of like almost like a sage type of person. Okay. There you go. Good enough for me. Venture forth. Wanted to double check before I go to bed. Yeah, I got you. Alright, I might be able to make at least 2 more characters before I go tonight. I'm trying to think about who else I would want to input real quick. There's Jessica.
My head.
Jessica the Bard. That's going to be a fun playthrough. Okay. All right, who's the next person on our hit list? Chris could be interesting. Kay could be kind of cool with his eyes. I'm trying to think of someone. Actually, I kind of do want to make Kay, to be fair, because Kay's got like the whole, you know, the whole eye thing going on with him, which I think would be kind of cool to do. And it'd also be kind of neat to make a fighter character. Doing one as Erik would be fun too, because Erik could be Erik could be a halfling. And also the arm the arm tattoos aren't going to be a thing on him, but I can maybe get him up his face, because I know there's things on that. Both are interesting ideas. Maybe I can make both. Not sure who to start with though. Start balance for now. I think I can change it later anyways. Check out the rest of the characters tomorrow. For now, it's time to go to bed. Good night. Okay. Night, Pensy.
Who are you?
Okay, so I think first one I want to do. I think I'm more sure on Erik's design, so I want to do him first. And he's going to be a halfling, because he's tiny. I'm also tempted to make him a gnome. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, yeah, he's actually more of a gnome now that I think about it. Commonly seen gnomes and fairlands. Rock gnomes are named as those for a hardness and affinity to the metal. Okay. Reclusive forest gnomes, rare sight. Okay. Deep gnomes survive in the Underdark and dark vision and skillful stealth. He kind of is actually more of like a deep gnome, but he would have the lighter color, I think. I'm also thinking maybe rock gnome might be better though. What did he get? Dark vision, lore. Superior dark vision, stone camouflage. Oh right, because they kind of have that stone skin. I think rock. This will be fine. This will be fine. It's gonna be a warlock. Okay. Eldritch Blast is always fun. You gotta have Eldritch Blast as a cantrip if you're gonna be if you're gonna be a warlock. Booming Blade. Toll the Dead is interesting. Friends is also funny, just because I am gonna have him be pretty charismatic too. Yeah, he's definitely gonna be charismatic. The Archfey, graced by a lady or a lord of the Fey. Pledge your soul to the hells or the abyss for a return of deadly arsenal. Pledge something unthinkable to an unspeakably ancient deity, which in return furnish with you the powers of cerebral entropy and control. A pact with a mysterious entity from the Shadowfell. Ooh. I like because the whole idea of Erik's power is that he gets his power from a dark dragon that is like risen up from the lore. Ancient entity which in return furnish you with the powers of cerebral entropy and control. Cerebral entropy. Ah, right. I think this is actually going into the campaign because there's like the whole thing about the elder brain and everything like that. I think that's what this is alluding to. I think it would be more in line of him being in line with the fiends. Okay. This major spell slots to cast which feature otherwise. Okay. Let me see what they got. Arms of Adar was kind of cool looking. Burning Hands is always cool. I want him to be kind of like a summoning guy. Because the whole point of another thing about Eric's character, which is fun about him, is he hardly ever really uses his power for his own, to fight on his own. He'd rather have other people do the work for him. He's very good at managing other things and other resources. So he just summons creatures and he's just like, go, do my bidding. Command. That's a good one for him. I know I'm not going to get anything like that yet, but that is kind of what I'm thinking of. Hex is not a bad idea. I also like the idea of Hellish Rebuke because then it's, if you get attacked, they get engulfed in flames. Charm Person's also actually really good too. Because again, he can either talk his way out of things or he can command other people to do his bidding. He's kind of a master manipulator type of guy. So that's kind of what I'm also going for with that. He is kind of, I would say more of an urchin maybe? A poor and bleak childhood, you now know how to make the most of it very little. Yeah, because he kind of was like that, to be fair. He was very much the, like, he grew up as an orphan and not having much, so to now having everything he wants. So he's definitely, I think, the urchin type. Alright, so, yep, no strength. That's exactly what I like to see. High charisma, very nice. Decent amount of dexterity. Okay, probably because of his gnomish counterpart. I could kind of see that, actually, especially with his, or probably also because of his background, too. His wisdom, his intelligence is decently high, yeah. Actually, I think he would probably have... I don't know, actually. I feel like he probably would have higher intelligence. No, he'd have higher wisdom, I feel like. Because I'm trying to think. Yeah, the main two he has right now is Arcana and Intimidation, huh? Okay. Deception is a kind of a good one too. I like him having Intimidation, because he is trying to basically kind of imbue that with his stature too. In Arcana, yeah, because of his history, I'm okay with that. Sleight of hand, history, and then Intimidation, and stealth. Okay. That's why dexterity is probably high up, and it's because of those two skill proficiencies. Okay, his intelligence for that and history? Okay, now I can see why his intelligence is high. That makes sense. I think that's fine. I think that's pretty fine for him, actually. All things considered. Okay. And for body type. Yeah, he's going to have that body type. Edit appearance. Alright. He is a male.
Where to next?
What was that?
Let's hope.
Hells, something just woke up down here.
Beware.
It's opened.
More. There's magic keeping this chest sealed.
What was that?
Hells, something just woke up down here.
Be wary.
It's opened. I wonder what's back there. There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can feel its aura.
I think this is fine. No facial hair, please. Thank you. I like how this one just has a natural stubble to it. None of them are really like screaming like Eric's face, really. This is kind of the closest one, I guess. Actually, let me look through the scars. I'm kind of curious what some of them look like. Because originally Erik did have a pretty massive scar on one of his sides. I think it was kind of like, yeah, right along there, along his cheek. So I'm actually kind of okay with adding that little detail. Especially because it kind of shows how slightly broken he is. The body art's the thing I'm going to have the fun with, though. Because the thing I was thinking was, I think I want something down by his neck, kind of crawling up. That kind of represents the mace tattoos. This is actually kind of close to kind of what I'm thinking of, too. Like, because the whole thing is he has these tattoos and everything that go up his arms that show the power of his deity. And they are kind of actually almost like that now that I think about it, too. So that could even be kind of good. This is also really close, but it's just all over his face instead. I kind of like it, though. At first I was thinking, I kind of wanted to be a little bit more subtle, but now I'm just like, you know, we could make it one of the other ones. Because the markings I'm thinking of for him are kind of along the lines of those ones I was just looking at. Yeah. Let me look back down in that. This one's tempting, but I think I'm going to go with this one just because I like the look of it a lot. Nice. Color is Eric's eyes again? Pretty sure I made them like brown. There he is. There he was. Where's Erik? Come back to me. Red eyes. Oh, right, yeah, because he was one of the first ones who had the red eyes. All right. Yep. Yup. It's very tempting to give him the gothic look, dude. I'm not sure, though. No, I'm just gonna keep him like that. I think the markings are enough. Alright, hair. I'm gonna do... It's not... No, it's a dark brown. Alright, now we gotta find his hairstyle. This is gonna be the part that probably takes a little bit. Because I have his hairstyle in mind. I know exactly what it looks like. I just gotta find something that looks similar enough to it. This is actually kind of close. This is closer. I like that one more, actually. See, I keep going toward the curly styles because his hair is a little spiky and messy, but it's not exactly curly. It's just, it's parted down the middle. I know that, though. Ooh, they got little things on this top, too. Interesting. I like how it goes up the side, though, too. That's pretty cool. I think I already found it. I think I just need to decide on it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the one I like the most is this one. Stop it. Where did you go? I just had you. Where did you go? There you go. I think either that one or even something like this, but this is more along the lines of what I was thinking. Now I'm thinking about it actually too. Ooh. Yeah, that's better actually. I was just thinking, I'm like, I want him to have a darker blue to his tint, to his look. I think that's perfect actually. Whoops, no. That is not what I want to do. Okay, I think that's it. Look at my dark little boy. My dark little boy. Okay. I think this is good. Where's he? Oh, crap. Erik.
You need a guardian.
I already know what his guardian's gonna be. Again, it's funny too, because I think technically he can't actually be his patron, really. But I know for sure his patron's not going to be what's actually in the game. So I may as well give it the closest thing. Fuck, they can't do Dragonborn for your the other race, huh? Can you choose Dragonborn as a other race even? Because that was the only thing I was thinking of, was like, if they were able to make me do Dragonborn, I could have had some fun with that. But I think the Tiefling is going to be the closest thing we get. That's fine. Tiefling's gonna be the closest we get. Yeah, make him a hefty male too. There you go. That's good. Okay. This is good. Storm Tone is a good one too. That's even better. I would say I do want a little bit of maturity actually, because he is kind of technically an old guy. They don't have anything that look like scale, so that's fine. Demonic purple. How about demonic red? Yeah! That's it, dude. Actually, demonic purple would not be a bad call either, because Daka could also kind of go down that line too. Yeah, think about it, he could. That's what this is, by the way. This is Daka. At least if he was a tiefling. Hold on. There's one that was tempting me before for the eyes. Oh, it's tempting. I'm okay with it, actually. I'm gonna keep it. Alright, and then yeah, the hair is the only thing I need to get, so. The hair, we're gonna do... I kind of want it to be like similar to a dragon's mane. So let's see if we can find anything that's like that. That one's kind of cool, actually. I think I'm going to go with this one, actually. I kind of like this. Yeah, I like that. Can't actually change the horns on him. I actually kind of like the horns they had. That's fine. I do want to change their color, though. There we go. There we go, dude. Okay. I think this is good. Let's go venture forth. Curious to see how Erik's fate will go. He's definitely going to be one of my more eviler characters too, so I'm curious to see just how, in terms of the story, that goes. Because a lot of my characters are going to kind of go down the same paths. They're just going to play differently, I think. But he's going to be one of my first ones that's going to be like, oh yeah, no, he's evil. Eric's reign. All right. Yes. I could try to do K real quickly. I wasn't sure if I have enough time to do it or not, but I do kind of want to test it out. Yeah, we got time for one more. I'll make K real quickly. I also just realized I've had Jessica up here the entire time I was doing Erik. That's fine. Do I even have a sketch for Erik in here? I don't think I do. I have Marissa, I have Cassandra. I never even put Erik down yet. Do I even have... I don't have like an updated version for Erik. I know I definitely don't have an updated thing for K. I think I'm just going to kind of wing it. You guys will see what he looks like for sure here. I was kind of actually tempted on making him look a little bit different anyways. Alright, let's see. He's a big guy. Big boy. Okay. He's gonna be one of my fighters. Or no, he's gonna be a monk. He's a monk. He uses his fists. He is... I guess I would say maybe an outlander. He is also actually... No, he is also kind of an urchin too. Yeah, no, outlander means that he was like out in this, like in the wilds. Yeah. Okay, he is an urchin, I will say. I must say, I know because of the monk class, they're usually going to be higher in dex, usually, right? But I actually want him to be high in strength. Oh, if your dexterity is higher, yeah. Yeah, but say, do I want him to be dexterous though? I like him being more strength based instead, actually. And that's just because he's a monk, right? Yeah. I could have them actually kind of even out a little bit. He also will have, yeah, high constitution as well, too. Low intelligence. Yeah. He does have a good amount of wisdom, though. I think that's actually probably really good. Yeah. You know, I'm okay with that. Athletics more. Yeah, please. Insight's also kind of interesting. Mostly just because of his thing. So the whole thing too, I don't know if you guys remember about Kay, is he's technically blind, but in my world he has a power that helps his vision to the point where he can actually see things outside of the spectrum of everyone else. So instead of seeing, like, you know, colors and everything how we do in light, he sees their souls and their beings and everything. He has like a soul sight feature. So I kind of like the idea of him having a little bit higher perception because of that. Because he's kind of on the lookout for that kind of stuff. Again, I just think it's ironic because he is technically supposed to be blind. Survival's a good one too, actually, but I think I'd rather it be that. And then insight and athletics is good for that. Sleight of hand, stealth. Oh yeah, because of his urchin background. Insight and perception. Okay, I'm okay with that. And then let's get his thing going.
What was that?
Hells. Something just woke up down here. It's opened. I wonder what's back there. More of those wretched things.
That's good. I'm actually... I am thinking kind of... I think actually that face will be better. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I like that actually. I like that idea. The scar around his eyes to kind of show the damage he had to go through to get them done. There you go. All right. Let's give him some cool eyes. He's going to have the demonic eyes for orange. Or flame orange, I guess is actually technically. Because that's technically what they look like. Yeah, they're black, and then they have the little thingy in them going there. I like that. So cool. Yeah, no makeup. Hair is the main thing I was concerned about, because part of me was really tempted to just make him go bald, and just because him being blind, he's not going to be able to see his hair. He would have to depend on someone to cut it for him. But I also like just the idea of him having just messy hair. Because again, I kind of wanted to show off a bit of his personality in the face that, in the fact that he basically kind of just doesn't really care what his hair looks like because he can't see it. So I think I'm okay with it being like a messy look, but I need to find a good messy look for him. Because a lot of these cuts are like clean and everything like that, but I want something that looks messy. But also kind of, I don't know, I don't want something too long either. But I guess it makes sense if it's a little bit more longer though, right? Because if it's long, then that means that, again, he usually doesn't get it cut. Even something like this, I think, is kind of cool. Yeah, I think it's something like this, but he's blonde. Which I think that's good. That looks kind of more natural anyways. Okay. It's fine. And again, also because of it, he actually might have a little bit of a beard going now that I think about it. Because again, how many times is this man going to shave his face? Let's be real. Obviously, do I want him to have a big beard, though? Ooh, that's an interesting idea, actually. Because I don't have people with, like, neck beards, but... I think him having, like, even just that much is fine. Or maybe he doesn't grow, like, a whole lot, but he still grows enough to make the whole thing go around. So, like, he has this going on. I think this looks better on him. I'm gonna keep that one. Okay, I think that looks good. And he's got the muscular bod going, which is great for him. It's funny how just me putting that little thing into his character made his appearance change so much. Because originally I'm kind of actually still kind of thinking about having the hair be the like messy part to the side. But I don't think I found a good one that kind of mimics that same style. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can real quickly. If not, then I'll leave it as it was. I mean, this is close, but, you know, it's a little bit too long. I think this is what I had. Yeah, this is what I had at before, right? I think this is good. Because this shows, again, messy, but it's still at least short enough where it's not too much. I think it's good. Okay. Proceed. What am I gonna make his what am I gonna make his patron? Or his guardian? I'm not entirely sure, to be fair. Let's actually just randomize and see what we can come up with. I'm thinking of something that can like curse him with his sight, so let me think of this real quickly. I'm okay with this one actually. Let's see. There we go. This is just a character I'm making up as I go. Okay, let's see. I want something with their eyes to kind of show, like, you know. There we go. Ooh. The orange with it is kind of a cool idea, too. But maybe not as... There we go. Yeah. That, you know what? I would say you get that, you mix that with the demonic, with the flame orange. Yeah. Now you got yourself something. Now you got yourself something cool right there. That's good. That's fine. Makeup is good there. That's good. Hair. Good question. I'm thinking black. I'm thinking... Or you know what? Bald is not a bad idea option either. Something even like this is kind of cool, to be fair. I actually really dig that look. I also like this look too. Actually, I was kind of thinking something more along the lines of this. I like this look a lot, actually. There you go. Yep, that seems good to me. Okay. We're gonna stick with it. Okay, that's gonna do it for today, guys. I'm actually getting really tired anyways. Let's see Kay rise though before we end it here. Where am I? Kay's journey. All right. And with that, we have officially started like 5 new games. Oh boy. And many more to come in the future once I actually decide to get back in playing this game more often. I'm enjoying my time in Baldur's Gate though. It's fun. What I'm kind of doing with it now, I think, is I'm really just trying to make it a thing where I play as my main character on my own time, and then I'm playing the Cassandra playthrough with Ben whenever we get online for it. So, for the most part, though, I really do enjoy it. In terms of the character creation of this game, though, I would say this is actually pretty much top-notch. The only thing that I would give it discredit for is the fact that it does not have enough good body types. It doesn't really let you fix a lot of the facial features to really get them to where you would like them to be. So you can't really make your characters off the hand like that. I don't actually remember seeing a Dragonborn character that you can make for your main character. Yeah, I know they exist in the game, but I don't know if you can make him as an actual like race option, because that would have been cool. I have a lot of Dragonborn kind of characters that I could make like that, but I don't think I can make them in the game at least. Obviously, the D&D aspect of it, the game, is probably the most important aspect of it, where you're actually creating the character and their class and upgrading them as you go. That is really cool. Like, just the fact that you can make a custom character for that kind of experience is really good. And also just all the legacy characters in the game, they're all really good too. They're all really likable and really interesting. So overall, I would say definitely A tier in terms of character designer, because again, it's just a little bit shy of being like a perfect character creator, where you can actually do a whole bunch of custom stuff with it. But for what it serves, how it serves in the gameplay aspect, I think it serves its role fine. So it's all good. But yeah, I would say that's a decent little showcase of the character creator for Baldur's Gate. If you guys like this Made to Play series, please like it and subscribe and follow if you see more of these kind of things in the future. I always like just this kind of idea of using video games and things in games as an art form. So it's this is an interesting little experiment to try to do with Baldur's Gate at least, because it's definitely got a really good character creator, especially with like making your character fit in the actual role of the game itself. It's pretty good stuff. Looking forward to my future playthroughs when I eventually get through all those. But yeah, I think tomorrow we're going to be trying out a new game. We're going to play American Truck Simulator, so if you want to see that, please tune in, as I will be unveiling that and seeing how that goes. But yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good night and enjoy yourself out there. Yeah, I'll see you all then for some more streaming. But bye now.